Students who've gone through the Walthill, Nebraska public schools have all walked the same halls for 120 years.
Now that wear and tear left a century's worth of repairs to make. Now, after generous support from different grants, Walthill will receive a brand new school today. Hundreds gathered to celebrate a new beginning for the community. KTIV Chief Videographer Akisha Killian has the story.
We are in probably one of the worst campuses right now in all of Nebraska. Our elementary is 120 years old. There are layers on layers of duct tape holding things together. The roof leaks, the bricks are falling. It is an absolutely terrible sight as it stands today. As far back as I've ever been able to find, there's been a plan to try and do additions or a new school.
Grab a big hunk of dirt there.
We started this really hard almost a year and a half ago, and we worked with a couple Omaha-based foundations who were blessed to give us major grants.
When I found out we was getting a new school, I was like blown away. I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, prayers and blessings are coming true here, you know.
Future begins here. It'll give us 110 slots for daycare, which is almost triple what we can do for early childhood right now. So giving families cheap, free education for their kids. Elementaries, middle schools, high school students are all getting brand new state-of-the-art classrooms.
We choose to build, not to replace identity, but to restore it.
One of the things is Walthill is really unique in the fact that we are a Native community, which means we are predominantly Native. And so embracing that culture is a big thing for us. And so we're applying that cultural, that relevance to make sure that the kids are well aware, that they're able to see the different cultural aspects of being the Omaha tribe of Nebraska and Iowa, and to make sure that a lot of our kids understand where they come from and who they are.
I feel really thankful here today.
We don't want the culture, the Omaha culture, to die here. We want to make sure it blooms here for our kids.
We're going to dump the dirt.
This building is going to be generational. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I keep saying we got lightning in a bottle with it, and we're going to make the most of it.
Walthill Superintendent said funds for the entire project will come from additional grants, foundation support, and rebates from the government. He emphasized they won't need a bond and will not put any burden on the community. Construction is set to finish in June of 2028, and students will get to enjoy their very first year in the school building for the 2028-29 school year.